I wasted over $3,000 on AWS certifications and they didn't get me hired. I failed Security Plus 4 times. I got my A+, got my AWS CCP certification, and I was still delivering Uber Eats at 2 a.m. pay my bills. I was struggling. But the moment I stopped chasing certifications and did something completely different, I went from making $55K in a help desk position to nearly $500,000 as a cloud engineer. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why certifications are a waste of money and what actually gets you hired instead. Let me walk you through my certification journey, and I'm warning you, it's painful. I failed Security Plus 4 times and I spent around $300 every single attempt. That's about $1,200 just on one certification. I passed on my 5th try, but I didn't stop there. I got my A+, I got my AWS Cloud Practitioner, and I thought I finally made it. I'm now completely certified. Now someone just has to hire me. And I already had a $70,000 IT degree sitting on my wall. You know where all those credentials got me? Stuck in a help desk role making $55K and still delivering Uber Eats at 2 a.m. in the morning just to pay my bills. I'm sitting at my car at a red light, food is getting cold in the back seat, and I'm thinking, I have 3 certifications and a degree. How am I still even here? Here's what I believed back then. I thought passing exams would prove that I was qualified, and I thought that if I just got one more certification, that would be the real thing that would open doors for me. But it never was. I kept getting rejected from cloud engineer jobs over and over again, and I could not figure out why. Here's what no one tells you about the certification industry. These companies have one job: to sell you exams. And they're pretty good at it too. They market certifications like they're the golden ticket. Go ahead and pass this exam and employers will line up to hire you. And from my experience, that's just a flat out lie. Certifications, they test one thing: your ability to memorize information and pass multiple choice tests. They don't test whether you can actually do cloud engineer work. I could recite AWS services from memory in EC2 and S3, Lambda, DynamoDB. I know them all, but when an interview asked me, how would you actually build a highly available application on AWS? I had nothing because I never built anything. I only studied the theory, and interviewers saw right through it. Look at this job posting for an AWS cloud engineer role. See what it says? Hands-on experience with AWS infrastructure, experience deploying and managing production environments, proven ability to troubleshoot and optimize cloud systems. Notice what's not there: must have certifications. Most cloud engineer jobs list certifications as preferred or nice to have, but it's not required. After I finally broke through, I interviewed 6 hiring managers and asked them straight up, what do you actually look for? Every single one of them said the same thing. They'd hired someone with 6 months of hands-on experience over someone with a PhD and 8 certifications, because they're not hiring someone to pass tests. They're hiring someone to do the job. That was the wake-up call that I needed. So what changed for me? I stopped studying for certifications completely. Instead, I started building actual real-world projects, real infrastructure, real applications, real problems solved, and everything shifted. Before interviews, it felt like an interrogation. They asked me technical questions and I fumbled through textbook answers. So after I had projects, the whole conversation changed. Instead of what AWS services do you know, it became, tell me about what you've built and why you made those technical decisions. That's a completely different interview, and it's one I could actually win, because now I wasn't reciting memorized facts. I was telling a story, explaining my thinking, demonstrating that I could actually do the work. Here's why projects work when certifications don't. When a company hires you, they're taking a risk. They're betting that you can do the job without burning everything down. Certifications don't reduce that risk. All they prove is that you can pass the test. But projects are proof. They're tangible. They're visible proof that you can handle real job responsibilities. A hiring manager looks at your project and thinks, okay, this person has already done something similar to what we need. 3 projects, that's all it takes to completely transform how employers see you. Let me show you the difference. The first resume, stacked with certifications: AWS Solution Architect, SysOps, Cloud Practitioner. It looks impressive, right? But look at the project section. Barely anything there. Or worse, just tutorial projects that everyone has done before as well. Now look at the second resume. Architected serverless applications, handling 10,000 API requests daily, deployed multi-region infrastructure with automatic failover with Terraform. Built CI/CD pipelines, reducing deployment time from 2 hours to 15 minutes. Which resume gets the callback? The second one, every time. Because the first resume tells me what tests you've passed, but the second resume tells me what you can actually do. By the way, if you're an IT professional with certifications, wondering why you're not getting hired, I run an 8-week program focused entirely on building hands-on projects and real-world skills that actually lands jobs. Click the first link in the description to learn more, but let's go ahead and get back to the video. So if you're still sitting there with certifications but no job offers, here's exactly what to do starting tomorrow. Step 1, build 3 production quality AWS projects. Not tutorial projects, not copy paste from YouTube, but real projects that demonstrate 3 things. 1, you can design cloud infrastructure. You understand how services connect to each other and why you choose one architecture over another. 2, you can automate with code, Terraform, CloudFormation, or CDK, something that shows that you're not just clicking around the console. And 3, you understand deployment practices, CI/CD, monitoring, logging, the stuff that actually matters in production. Step 2, you want to go ahead and document everything professionally. Every project goes on GitHub with a proper README file, architecture diagrams, explaining your technical decisions, making it easy for a hiring manager to see exactly what you built and why. Then restructure your resume. Stop leading with certifications and lead with projects. Lead with what you've built and the business impact it could have. Step 3, optimize your job search strategy. Update your LinkedIn to showcase technical capabilities, not credentials. Make recruiters see a builder, not a test taker. When you apply, you want to go ahead and reference specific projects. I built a serverless application similar to what you're describing in this role. That's exactly how you stand out. Look at these project portfolios. This person has clear documentation, architectural diagram, and explains the why behind every decision. That's what hiring managers wants to see. Now, here's the timeline you should expect. Spend 2 to 3 months building projects, seriously building, not rushing through tutorials, then activate your job search. No, spend 2 to 3 months actually building real projects and take this serious. You don't want to rush this process. Apply aggressively, hundreds of applications, not dozens, then activate your job search strategy. Go ahead and start applying to different jobs. Most people following this exact path land roles within 6 to 12 months total. Some of them even faster if they're completely focused. Now, you might be wondering, should I get 0 certifications? Are they completely useless? Not necessarily. Certifications aren't harmless. They just don't get you hired by themselves. Here's when certifications actually make sense. After you've already been hired. Many employers want you certified for partnership requirements with AWS or Azure. They'll often pay for it too. Or if you genuinely want to learn and the certification gives you structure, just don't expect it to be your ticket to a job. The order does matter. Projects first, job first, the certifications if needed afterwards, not the other way around. So look, you can keep on chasing certifications hoping the next one will finally get you hired, or you can start building projects that prove that you can do cloud engineer work from day one. If you want our team to guide you building those projects and guarantee you land a 120 to 150K cloud engineer role within 12 months, click the first link in the description and I'll see you in the next video.